A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to warmly welcome all of you to the AIBT Campus Graduation Ceremony 2022. And as we get started, as you can see in the live feeds, we are now welcoming our chief guests and the guests of honor. Giving you the names. As a chief guest, we have Mr. Richard Jordan, and as guests of honor, we have Mr. Colin Pereira, Executive Chairman, LEB, Ms. Reva Krishnan, Chief Operating Officer, LEB, and Mr. Satish Sharma, Director, MBI EN UK, and they are being warmly welcomed to the graduation ceremony by the officials, by the chairman, and the dignitaries of AIBT campus. And as we are ready to welcome all of them to the hall, I have a few announcements to keep you noted. And that is, we all know we're at an event. So let's a reminder for all of you to put your mobile phones. I can't ask you to switch them off, but obviously on vibration mode or mute them all so that we can ensure the smooth flow of the event, ladies and gentlemen. And also, this announcement goes out to all the award winners and the graduates who are going to be the graduates. When you get onto stage, I request you to get onto stage from your left side, that is the right side of the stage. You may receive the award, you may pose for the photograph and exit from the left side of the stage. I hope that is clear. And also, we do not encourage you to shake hands with the dignitaries due to health issues. So you may say Ayubowan when receiving or use your relevant way of greeting according to your religion or culture. With that announcements, ladies and gentlemen, let's await the arrival and the entrance of the chief guests and the dignitaries. Thank you. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the chief guest for the graduation ceremony and the guests of honor are being escorted to the hall by a beautiful Canadian dancing procession by Chandana Vikram Singer dancing group. As you can see, they're very talented and escorting our dignitaries to the hall. As they are now making their way to the hall, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request all of you to rise to warmly welcome our chief guest, Mr. Richard Jordan, and the guests of honor, Mr. Colin Pereira, Executive Chairman, London Examination Boards, Ms. Rema Krishnan, Chief Operating Officer, London Examination Boards, and Mr. Satish Sharma, Director, MBIE in UK. A very good morning and a very warm welcome to the chief guest, Mr. Richard Jordan, and the guests of honor, Mr. Colin Pereira, Ms. Reva Krishnan, and Mr. Satish Sharma, and all the dignitaries. As we are ready to start off the graduation ceremony 2022 of AIBT campus, I would now like to invite the dignitaries to light the traditional oil lamp. And I would first like to invite the chief guest, Mr. Richard Jordan, and then the Executive Chairman, London Examinations Board, Mr. Colin Pereira, Chief Operating Officer, London Examination Board, Ms. Reva Krishnan, Mr. Satish Sharma, Director, MBI EN UK, Dr. Mohan Patrana, Vice Chairman, AIBT Campus, Professor Gunapala Nanayakara, Senior Lecturer, AIBT Campus, Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara, Executive Dean, AIBT Campus, Mr. Varuna Vikramasinghe, Chief Executive Officer, AIBT Campus, Mrs. Lakshika Patirana, Director, AIBT Campus, Professor Dr. Lasantha Vijay Singha, Senior Lecturer, AIBT, and Mr. Sunil Disanaika, Director, CEO, BMICH, and also I would like to invite Mr. Suresh Kure, Director, Finance, AIBT Campus, Ms. Samindi Kulatunga, Director, Marketing, AIBT Campus, Mr. Sean Kodais, Regional Director, Southern AIBT Campus, Mr. Kanchana Veerasinghe, Regional Director, Central AIBT Campus, Mr. Anton Nolathambi, Director, Book Program Asia Foundation, Dasanta Niroshan Gamage, First Brittany University Registered Student, and Gamunu Prabhat Vitharanage, First AIBT Registered Student, to light the traditional oil lamp. Thank you. Thank you. I now invite the dignitaries to take your seats on the stage. And meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, shall we give a good round of applause to that beautiful candy and dancing procession that was escorted the guests to the hall by Chandana Vikram Singh Dancing Group. Shall we all give them a good round of applause? And thank you so much for that wonderful welcome. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as the dignitaries take their position on stage, it's now time for an opening dance, a warm welcome dance once again by Chandana Vikram Singh Dancing Group.
वर्गचक्कु मंगलम् चक्रधीशरुक्कु मंगलम् इन्द्रियानिवासरुक्कु मंगलम् सुर इन्द्रतारो वितरणक्कु मंगलम् जय मंगलम् जय मंगलम् जय मंगलम्
සකල ජීවලෝක සරක්ෂිතා
सर्जिता
සකල ජීවලෝක සරක්ෂිතා අතුල නොත්‍ර මුනි පසක්ක ලක්ති දත්‍ය සත් පවිත්‍ර කමල විත්‍ර කිරණ මාත්‍ර ලෙස ජගත්‍ර පූජිතා සකල ජීවලෝක සරක්ෂිතා
सर्जिता
සකල ජීවලෝක සරක්ෂිතා නන්ද නීල පුල් සුරින්ද වන්තුරක් ගැලුන්ද ඉන්ද ඉන්ද්‍ර නීල දෙන් පබන්ද සුන්දර රූප සෝභිතා සකල ජීවලෝක සරක්ෂිතා
सर्जिता
සකල ජීවලෝක සරක්ෂිතා
सम्मुखादे भाति देव खदिर नाम कुमार वेल त्रैलोक शासनादरु अग्रनायका
සත්‍යවචන තිරුවන ගැත්තෝ අට දීත වේතා නිතෙන්නා දිරිදී දේව කරුණාවා हस्ति वर्ष भाग्य चक्रु मंगलम जय हस्ति चक्र वीश रुक्ku मंगलम इंदिरा निवास रुक्ku मंगलम सुरेंद्र दारु विकरणक्ku मंगलम सतत जगत काल रुक्ku मंगलम बहुविध कील तेज रुक्ku मंगलम अखिल मोह पुण्य रुक्ku मंगलम पतिविमल धर्म प्रिय रुक्ku मंगलम मंगलम जय मंगलम मंगलम जय मंगलम मंगलम जय मंगलम मंगलम जय मंगलम
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a better round of applause for that mesmerizing and a very warm welcome by none other than the Chandana Vikram Singer dancing group. Knowing him, he never fails to keep the tradition alive, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, now are you ready to get started with the graduation ceremony? Are you ready? Yeah? So now I would like to warmly welcome all of you officially to the AIBT Campus Graduation Ceremony 2022. Shall we all give a good round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? And introducing myself, my name is Ashinsani Veerasinghe and I will be your host for your graduation. And now to talk a little bit about graduation ceremony, first of all, a very good morning. I expect a better energetic good morning because if not, it's your graduation, come on, it's a ceremony. Oh, are you still surprised and stunned by the opening dance? Let's give it up. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. With that, I would now like to talk a little bit about AIBT. I know you being students, you're already aware, right? It was founded in 2020, not so far away, and it was founded in partnership with an investment from established organizations in the field of education from the UK and from Sri Lanka. AIBT Campus aims at empowering its students by giving them opportunities to develop and build their career through high quality and world-class education. And we all know AIBT offers a variety of accredited international diploma and bachelor's, master's, doctoral degree programs in business and management, information technology, engineering, quantity surveying, human resources, psychology, education, and training as well. So ladies and gentlemen, shall we all give a good round of applause to AIBT for coming this far? Within a very short period of time, and this is their very first graduation ceremony being held at the BMICH, and you are lucky and you have worked so hard for this day. So as we get started, I would like all the graduates, so before you get the award, you're a graduate, to stand up and give a good round of applause to all the parents who are here, because this is a good moment, it's a good day to say thank you, pay gratitude, be grateful to all your parents who have taken that path and helped you, or your wives, your husbands, because you are into PhD and doing your masters. Shall we all give your parents a good round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? And next, let's not forget about the eminent panel of lecturers at AIBT and also our dignitaries. And you would have never come this far if not for the lecturers who have helped you, right? So shall we all give a good round of applause to the lecturers as a form of saying thank you and being grateful. And now the final applaud, I want to hear it louder as you can, because this is to yourself, because you worked so hard, you've come this far. So shall we all raise our hands and give a good round of applause to all of you for taking those steps to come here today. And I wish all the very best for your graduation today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the Regional Director of Southern AIBT Campus, Mr. Shanuka Dias, to declare the graduation opening.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to declare the AIBT graduation is open.
Thank you, Mr. Shanuka Dias. By declaring it open, it's now time for the welcome address. Dr. Mohan Pathirana, Vice Chairman, AIBT Campus, he needs no introduction, but it's also good to remind ourselves who he is, because he's somebody who is very qualified in the education industry. And starting off, to introduce him a little bit, Dr. Mohan Pathirana from the Royal College alumnus graduated with a Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering from the MN Institute of Technology, and with a Master of Business Administration merit from University of Colombo, started his career as electrical engineer at Haley's Engineering Limited, spearheading the inception of AIBT Campus in 1999, taking it to a great height as CEO Executive Director. And after which, as Chairman of EduLink International Campus, he took it to levels of educational heights, and also his inspirational efforts in forming Clamp Holdings in 2018 was with the vision to use this as a platform to uplift youth in the Asia-Pacific region with better education. He was voted into the Hall of Fame as a bearer of the World Chancellors and Vice Chancellors Award in India in 2014. Being an innovative leader, winning the youngest achiever in the Asian Leadership Award in 2013 in Dubai as well. His vision and ability won him the Philip Kotler Innovative Leader at the Philip Kotler Summit in 2013. Further, to being the World Leader Business Person in Houston, Texas 2014. The ability to create a new space brought him the accolade of the Honorable Abdul Kalam for educational par excellence, and was conferred with an honorary doctorate as Doctor of the University of Middlesex University, UK, and Honorary Fellow of the Cardiff Metropolitan University, UK in November 2014. The highest recognition and internationally recognized university has offered an individual so far. Dr. Pathirana is well recognized as an inspiring leader who has spearheaded youth in progress and upliftment of their future endeavors in their careers and upliftment of educational capabilities for their future. Ladies and gentlemen, You're lucky you're studying here at AIBT campus. Please put your hands together as I invite Mr. Mohan Patrana, Vice Chairman of AIBT campus, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Ashishini. Well, my duty entrusted today is to give you the welcome speech, and Chandana Dance Group actually made my work much easier, as well as Ashishini. I think welcome is already done, and I would like to share some insight about the graduation. Well, I'm getting into a graduation. I got into graduation, organizing and chairing graduation ceremonies way back in 2000. And almost last 5 years, I did not get on stage due to various circumstances. But today is a different day. Today is a very lucky day for me, I think, as well as for you. Because life takes turns, and I think graduation day is something a landmark in your life. And also, I believe that we have various landmarks in life. When we are born, it's a landmark. Maybe when we marry, it's a landmark. And when we graduate, it's a landmark. The rest is told. But one thing one cannot take away from you is your graduation, is your qualification. Whether you are up or down, nobody can take your graduation. So the joys of the graduation will linger in your lifetime. And this graduation is very special for me, because this is the first graduation of AIBT campus. And all of you are witnessing and also taking part in this graduation in front of a very powerful head table. And I can bet on it that no private higher education will have a head table like this. All of them are at least master's qualified. And you get presence from UK, you get presence from Australia, you have presence from Malaysia and France and Croatia, you name it. My tenure in private higher education, after the introduction of the international higher education in Sri Lanka, I think way back in 1999, it was all the years. I have seen more than, like, say, 500,000 students graduating. And hardly would know that, I initiated this international education in Sri Lanka with my good friend Satish, who's here in front of us today. Both of us together, we developed first something called the EdExcel HNDs. At a time that there was no opportunity for an average Sri Lankan youth to get a UK university course because it was expensive. So the pathways, Satish came and provided HNDs to Sri Lanka. And so that actually paved way so many Sri Lankans to achieve their degrees at an affordable fee. So that was what we started earlier. Later on, we were able to get into the university higher education. And today, I must thank my friend Richard Jordan for coming all the way from UK. We did a lot of work to get the BCU, Birmingham City University courses in transnational education. He's an expert on transnational education. And then my friend Colin, he has done a lot to the international higher education. And his wife Reva is come all the way. So they are the people who have actually supported you in getting your qualification today. Well, in a sense that graduation means, as I told you, it's the next step of your life. Let me share some little wisdoms of thought. The graduation, what we have done is to give you a qualification, recognize you in front of international panel members, amidst of your family and friends. This graduation is going to be very colorful, and nothing would have happened if not for your faith, the students' faith in AIBT. Now, AIBT is just a 2-year-old institute, and today around 250 students are graduating. I think there are about 160 plus students who are present here today. It's unimaginable for a young institute to have a graduation, and we are just taking the students above PGD level, PGD, MBA, MEd and doctorate. It is because of you today the graduation is held. Actually, I want everybody to give a round of applause, but you have, Ashishani made you clap so many times, but I don't want to repeat again, but hats off to you, Thank you so much for keeping the trust and faith in AIBT campus. And I'm sure this graduation is a knot that tie us in the long term. AIBT becomes your institute, and AIBT is a part of your heart in the time to come. I always see that once Aristotle said there's nothing wrong in doing right. So always there was a group of peers who have worked with me for almost 15 years, starting from Varuna, Kanchana, Shanuka, and them, who actually gave up this idea, put forward this idea to me, let's start an institute. At a time that I thought I want to retire, enough is enough. But then again, my friend Satish said, no retirement. I've been blessed to have a beautiful wife. My wife is here, who says, don't give up. Stand again. I remember when the things were going not correct, my daughter, elder daughter, passed me a message saying that, stand up. When you go in turbulent waters, you don't sink. In the sense that once Michelangelo said, if you jump high and miss the target, I won't bother, but if you bend and hit the target, I'll be worried. So as a graduate, you are going with a different facelift to the industry. You will come across all the obstacles, all the rivalries, but then again, I think that should be your strength. That was my strength. And also, it's the way I see it, the world is becoming very competitive, and we are going through economic crisis, and there's some way that you can survive. So what my advice is, always stand up. I have gone through life ups and downs, Sometimes, you go and hit the rock bottom. But then again, rock bottom is a very good foundation to start up building. It happened to me so many times. And I have shared my experience with so many graduates, so many students, whom I have been able to graduate, and worldwide, they are doing very good jobs. They are leading organizations certain times. I'm so happy. What would these lecturers who lecture to you, what is their satisfaction? And they would like to see you graduate. They'd like to see you doing well in the time to come, and that is their satisfaction, which you can't buy for money. AIBT was formed not to, make money. God has been kind enough for us to live the life the way we want, all of us. But we want to continue the good things, what we have been doing all the way. This is the idea. The MBI Consultants UK is the largest shareholder. Sorry. of AIBT campus. And imagine, in a dire straits of COVID, we have been able to start up, expand 4 branch campuses. We have been able to like put up nice facilities. And I must appreciate, some of the students may not have visited our campus, may not have like seen us or meet us face to face. But you enrolled to the course, you studied, and you passed out. This is a great thing. That's why I always say this is a special batch. And I really love talking to a batch like that. I was entrusted to give the welcome speech, but I think if I miss saying these few words in appreciation, rather it's an appreciation talk, that I'll be at fault. Well, I think time to come, you will go ahead, right? Go international and work out your focus. Never lose your focus. That is my first thing. You have a target, you go and achieve it. Whatever the turbulence comes. And that will lead a pathway for the others. The others who have passed will see that you are passing them. And also, it is not the piece of paper that you call the graduation. You have to show. I would like to see all of you. You change the way you look at the world. There are certain needy people who need your support. Don't hesitate to go and support them. Always, work on time. And if always do good. There was a guy called Jack Higgins. He was the national basketball coach in US who won a lot of awards for the national team. He, in the interval, what he does, he goes and takes the broom and sweeps the floor where he works, his floor, basketball floor. He was a motivational guy. Now what I'm saying is, go and find your broom and sweep what's your target, and you'll be there. Every day you'll find a broom and take it. What is not happening will happen. Wisdom will come to you automatically. God will be there to save you in difficult circumstances. We always believe that the God is there. I'm a Buddhist, but I believe in God because God is present in all the beautiful places, beautiful hearts. And I have seen to myself that always there's some unusual power comes and saves you. And I always be kind to everybody. Even if you go to the office, you see a cleaning lady and if you say like, good morning auntie, it will make their day well. So it is the attitude which we can't teach in the course. And it will get you there. Always have a smiling face. Devils can't come to a smiling face. And always, don't be afraid to take one step back. My friend Satish said once, in 100 meters, you bend and run. That is why, because fastest people have first bend and run their 100 meters. Not in any other sports, isn't it? Don't be afraid to bend. But I want all of you to be successful in life. I'm not afraid that you will be successful, but I'm afraid that you will fail, which should not happen. So take on the world, go ahead and win the world. Be with us, be with AIBT, and always, if you happen to pass by our institute, just drop in, have a cup of tea, and say hi and go. This is what we want. This is our pleasure. Thank you so much, and may the triple blessings of the triple beam always be with you, and may God richly bless you. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohan Patranu, for sharing your story and also leaving a solid message to all the graduates today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we move into the awards ceremony, we have another special personality to hear a few words from. He is none other than the well-known Professor Gunapala Nanayakkara, Advisory Board member. To tell a little bit about him, Professor Gunapala Nanayakkara is one of the most respected professors in the country. He was the Director General of the National Institute of Education and the Academic Advisor for the Graduate School of Management and the Academic Studies Center of Open University Malaysia in Colombo. He was also the founder director and senior professor of Management Studies, Postgraduate Institute of Management, University of Sri Jayewardenepura, Sri Lanka, and he's also who has pioneered advanced management education in Sri Lanka by setting up the first MBA degree program in the country in 1981. There onwards, he went on to establish the Postgraduate Institute of Management in 1986. In addition, he served as a vice chairman of University Grants Commission and in 2006-2008 as well as the initiative to set up the PIM International Center in the Emirates in 2007. Serving as the managing director of the center from 2007 to 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite Professor Gunapala Nanayakkara to the podium to speak a few words.
The chief guest, honored members at the head table, including Dr. Mahan, graduates of the 2022 AIBT class, their parents, and ladies and gentlemen. Today is a red letter day for the AIBT. I was associating with the AIBT from its inception and undertook some responsibilities in the academic programs of doctoral program, MBA and MEd. One of the PhD graduates of today's class is the Honorable Minister of Education in Sri Lanka, and he is unable to be present here today because he is in the United States. And then another member of parliament, and they are listed in the book today. So Dr. Susil Pemajayanta and the other parliamentarian are unable to come, but they asked me to mention to you that they have so much of gratitude to the AIBT. And I will start with a little story of my recent experience. Last week, I wanted a little bit of money. So I went to one of the past successful MBAs of PIM, and he's the chairman of a leading real estate company in Sri Lanka. When I sat in his room, he came to me and said, so I don't know whether you remember when I came to you in 1998 to get an advice as to what I should do after my engineering degree from Moratuwa University. Then I had asked, do you want to be an employee of an institution and be the slave for your life, or you want to be an employer and be a king for your life? So he said, sir, I like that second one. So I had told him, if you go for a paid job, you will have to work hard and you can have one child, one house, one car as an engineer. But if you want 3 children, 2 cars, 2 houses, you have to work harder and harder. And that's it. With your salary of say 60,000 rupees at that time, maximum possible. Mine was 25,000 rupees as director PIM. I had told him, if you go out, join the private sector, take risk, then the scope of this, the scope begins 5 feet below the earth. 5 feet below the earth, and the upper limit is unlimited. The sky is unlimited. He asked me, why 5 feet below? Look, if you fail, you go down. 5 feet is enough to put your coffin. And if you are successful, the limit is unlimited. So he said, sir, today I am flying to Dubai to have a few days of holiday. So he is flying. He is a multi-billionaire, one of the very successful real estate owner in Sri Lanka, and I have a piece of land to sell and get money. He said, sir, these days I am not buying any land, but because of you, I will ask one of my directors to come and have a look at, and we will do whatever you want. So Dr. Mahan, doesn't matter that we don't have much wealth, but we have wealth that we have created. They can be encashed when necessary. Like my real estate company chairman, there are people who are willing to help their teachers. Today, you are having a convocation. So this is a British version of graduation. The British version is that after a period of study, a person is given an academic certification by an academic institution. And we are certifying that you are at this particular level, able and competent to do certain things. You have achieved. Finish. Stop. No learning thereafter. Thousands of graduates in this country, many of them unemployed, because they think with the graduation they have achieved enough and nothing more to be done. Sorry. Even though this is a graduation, don't think that you have achieved, don't think that you have finished learning. You are only learning. You are only beginning to learn. You go further west to the United States. They don't have graduations. They have commencement. They have a commencement like this in the event of giving a degree. They say, you are starting your life. You are starting your life. And you are beginning, not finishing. In 2006, at a Stanford convocation, Steve Jobs said, you may have come across this well-known saying, what he said to the graduating class. Steve Jobs said 2 things. 1, stay foolish. Stay foolish. Stay hungry. Stay hungry. What did he mean? When he said he wanted you to be foolish. He meant that don't be shy, don't take the advice of other people when you want to think, when you want to initiate something, when you want to innovate. There will be a lot of people who laugh at you, who ridicule you, who say, no, don't do advice. Don't listen to them. If you think this is the right thing to do, you do it. To others, it may be foolish. Don't care. Don't go for acceptance by the other people when you are making it. Doesn't matter. Right for you, but foolish for them. Number 2, stay hungry. That is, never be satisfied with what you learn. Never be satisfied with what you learn. Continue to learn, continue to search, continue to improve. And then only you can go forward. Now I will go back to this real estate story. In 1980, I returned after my studies in Canada. And with the money that I had, I bought a piece of land in Talawathugoda. At that time, it was not well developed. But I knew in the Sri Jawadunapura new city, that area to be developed. So I bought a piece of land that was 1 acre at that time. I had 125,000 rupees, spent the entire thing and bought this 160 purchase. And then in 1987, I went to US on my Fulbright fellowship, spent 1.5 years and earned some money. With that one, I bought another 120 purchase in the same area. Now today I find these lands are lands, but no money. That is why I went to this real estate friend. You take some of these land and give me money. When I was buying this land in 1980, all of my friends whom I consulted of the University of Sri Jawadunapura, all said no. Don't go that far. Go to Maharagama and purchase 20 purchase. Good enough for you. And I went to a lawyer friend, and along with him I went to see the land. I asked, would you like to buy another piece along with me? He came there and said, no, too far, too far. That lawyer is in Gangodevilla today, built his house in a 15 purchase land. He retired, can't get out of his house as well. So recently I went to him and said, my friend, now I have nearly, say, 1.5 acres of land and I want to sell this. Do you want to buy from me? So he smiled and said, no, you were a wise man. You did the right thing. I refuse to come along with you. Of course, my children are overseas, so thank you. Thank you very much. So vision does not come from your friends, not from your parents. It comes from you. And you take a risk and you calculate risk. What do you mean by calculate? You should not be blind to information. Now I went to the city council at that time of Kotte and studied the Sri Jawadunapura development plan. Before the parliament building came, it was on the plan. So I knew this area will be developed. So I thought I should buy the land for my future and not for then. And now today, a purchase is 1.5 million. And I paid about 650 rupees in 1980. People thought I was foolish. People thought I was foolish because I was taking risk. No, I had more information than they had. So to have a vision, you must have information. You must have knowledge. And that is why you have got a degree from AIBT. Use the knowledge, continue to learn, and build upon what you have already got, and plan for your future. Nobody will give you the future. You will have to construct your future. And finally, I want to remind you that you and I all are in the worst time of history of Sri Lanka today. Perhaps the worst time to come. And negativism is everywhere. Everyone is negative. Many are agitating. Many are opposing everything. But in my view, now I am the advisor to the Minister of Education and I am in charge of education reforms, fortunately, for myself and others. In the next few months, we will have long-range, dramatic educational reforms introduced across general education, higher education, tertiary and vocational education in Sri Lanka. All examination methods will be re-examined, new assessment schemes will be introduced, Year 5 scholarship exam will be revised, teaching methods will be changed, curriculum will be changed, new institutional forms will come. And steering committees have been appointed now to finalize the reforms. Next week, we begin the last round of review of education reforms with a new education policy, new education act in January 2023. Hopefully, we are going to have educational reforms after nearly 40 years in Sri Lanka. Then, to implement policies, you need a stable government, stable political system, and so on. A lot of people say the government is corrupt. We need elections, we need new parliament, we need new institutions. There is aragale everywhere. But I wish to tell you, if an aragale is required in the country, we will do it for you. You do your job. Right now, my view is, this is not the time to quarrel. There is a government, there is a president, there is a set of people who are trying to do something. Everything that they are doing is not probably right, but they are doing something right. And if we do what we think right at this time, I think we are helping this country to survive, and most probably, I am very optimistic, most probably we will recover. By struggling, we will not recover. We must struggle to do our job better, whatever we do. And so when you go out, there won't be jobs unless your current job that is also at risk. There won't be new jobs, new opportunities, nothing much. Opportunities are like the rising sun. Sun rises and then sets. So you must not wait until the sun sets. When the opportunities come, you must jump and grab and take risk and try. You are, with our degrees and our knowledge, are sufficient to go through the vagaries of the upcoming economic trends. And you are sure to succeed. Have faith in you and start something new. Try to be on your own. This is the downtime. I think the right time to start. right time to start. So many opportunities hidden. They don't come to your doorstep, but you must go and find them out. So ladies and gentlemen, I took more than enough time and allocated time. And finally, I want to say that the graduates of AIBT must go and work hard and create the path for the future generation of our graduates in the marketplace. There are so many to come and follow you. What pays for you will be innovation. Innovate, 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 and pave the way for your future. And thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we all give a good round of applause to none other than Chandana Vikram Singer Dance Group. And also, I would like to extend, let's all give a good round of applause to none other than Professor Gunapala Nanaikara for that wonderful address. So thank you so much for addressing this gathering today. With that, now are you ready to graduate? Are you ready? Yes or yes? Are you ready? Yes, and this is the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving into the awards ceremony. And before I invite everyone, I would like to remind you on a few announcements. That is, the health issues are still around, so we request all of you not to shake hand with the dignitaries. You may say Ayubowan or use your relevant form of greeting according to your religion or culture. And also, I would like to request all graduates to get onto stage from your left side, that is our right, your left, and you may receive the certificate or the award and pose for the photograph. Give a good smile because that's a photograph that lasts forever, and then exit from the right side of the stage. I hope those announcements are clear. With that, we would now like to first award the PhD and Triple DBA student awarding. And to give away the awards, I would now like to invite Mr. Richard Jordan, the chief guest, accompanied by Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara, Executive Dean, AIBT Campus, and Professor Gunapala Nanaikara, Senior Lecturer at AIBT Campus, to take your position on stage in front, sir. Starting off, Doctor of Philosophy, awarded by Horizons University, France. Upul Ranjan Samarasingha Disanaika. Tantrige Thilanka Sandaruwan Pereira. Honorable Major Pradeep Saman Kumara Undugoda Rupa Singhage. Moving on to the Doctor of Business Administration awarded by Brittany University, Bern University and UCAM University. Talagama Pearly Jivayani Lianage. Shehan Kamal. Shall we maintain the round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Henda Vitarana Hirumal Sri Harishchandra. Madagoda Arachige Mangala Lakshan Fernando. Shall we all give the PhD and Triple DBA students a very good round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to the presentation party. Thank you. You may take your seat. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next set, it's now time to hear a few words from none other than one of our guests of honor this morning, Mr. Colin Pereira, Executive Chairman of LEB. Introducing him a little bit, formerly chairman of the executive board of Also Educate Group, EduTech Group, and he is the Executive Chairman of London Examination Boards Limited, and is working at LEB for more than 9 years. Mr. Colin Pereira has completed MSc in Business Leadership, Business Administration and Management at Nottingham Trent University. And he has completed Bachelor of Law at University of the West of England and has been an inspirer in the field of education. Please put your hands together to Mr. Colin Pereira.
A very good morning to our guest of honor, Mr. Richard Jordan, Dr. Mohan, Chairman of Clamp Group and Chairman of AIBT, Mr. Varuna, CEO of AIBT, a dear old friend, and here in the context of old, I mean wise, wise Prof. Guna Pala, friends, family, and honored graduates. On behalf of London Examinations Board, Brittany University, and our partner universities UCAM and Bern, it is with immense privilege and honor that I was invited to share this moment with you, graduates. Your time of study has been very unique, as it was not only a time of rigorous study for you, but it was also marked with a period of unprecedented crisis in Sri Lanka. But to me, education is one of the key drivers in overcoming any crisis. It provides solutions to many issues, and education makes recovery possible. Education stimulates innovation, as mentioned by Prof. Guna, and creativity, inspires scholarly thinking, and enhances the individual and society. There's a popular Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Basically, in this context, this means that if you want to succeed and grow in the future, now is the best time to do it. Age crisis gives us an opportunity for improvement. No education system is perfect. There's none in the world that's perfect. However, what you have acquired here will allow you to be an agent of that change and for the betterment of your country, Sri Lanka. Education is something that you will possess for life, and nobody can take that away from you. The skills and knowledge that you have acquired will stay with you forever, positively affect your lives, and give you the ability to change the trajectory of your future. Keep learning, unlearning, and equally important, relearning. To your professors that have striven to grow the seed of education and knowledge within you, I extend my deepest appreciation to them for their dedication and patience. I would also like to take this time to thank the people that are most important to you, your parents and families, for believing in you, investing in you, and making sacrifices for you. Their support made this possible, and we should always be grateful to them. To the graduates, I would like to pay tribute to each and every one of you for your hard work and efforts, which have led you to today's ceremony. You have completed one critical chapter in your life. And I wish you the very best in the next chapters of your life. And I hope you accomplish great things. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you so much, Mr. Colin Ferrer. Shall we all give a good round of applause for that address? And now I would like to invite another special personality this morning, Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara. She is the Executive Dean at AIBT Campus. And to introduce her in a few lines, she is a global award-winning researcher and an expert in the field of entrepreneurship and management studied. She has studied and served as a postgraduate faculty member at Torrens University, Australia. 10 years of lecturing, mentoring, and coaching experience in Australia, Brunei, Darussalam, and Sri Lanka. Dr. Sumedha has obtained her BSc in Business Administration Special Degree from University of Sri Jayawardena, Pura, and Master of Management of Research degree from University Brunei, Darussalam, and Doctor of Philosophy of Entrepreneurship from Charles Sturt University, Australia, and was Behavioral Sciences, Charles Sturt University. And was the recipient of the Entrepreneurship Research Scholarship awarded by Faculty of Business Justice and Behavioral Sciences, Charles Sturt University. And currently she is serving as a reviewer for Academy of Management, British Academy of Management. And she is also the Executive Dean of AIBT Campus. Please put your hands together to Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of AIBT faculty and staff, again, I would like to congratulate you guys. And with the time limitation, I'm going to make my speech very short. Today, I'm going to share you 2 life stories, 2 life lessons, which you can take. Because education is just one thing of our life. Okay. I'll tell you one story. The first lesson is we have to take care of everyone. Once when I went to Bondi Beach, I had a chance of talking to one of the entrepreneur of life-saving club. I asked him, how are you going to select your warriors? Because they have mentioned their lifesavers as warriors. He told me, I cannot tell you whom I'm going to select, but I can tell you who cannot succeed. He told me, when they're selecting for the lifesavers position, so many people coming, with big muscles, tattoos all over the body. None of these guys going to get selected. They just want to show the world they are the strongest. None of them. And he said, there may be some leaders, those who want to delegate all their responsibilities to others, and they don't want to do anything on themselves. None of these people are going to select. And again, he said, there may be elite athletes, but those who never tested on their being, the core of their being, none of them get selected. And then he told me, you might get surprised. During the simulation process, there may be some skinny guys, and sometimes they don't have physical stamina, they don't have mental stamina, but they may dig deep down to their self and find the energy hidden, not to save their self, to save the one next to them. Those people are going to get selected. So in our career, in our life, we have to take care of everyone. Sometimes we might be shy. Okay, I just want to show everyone I'm fine. I don't have any issues. Until the next moment you're going to tell the world, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm doing. Could you please lend me your hand? That moment you will realize a lot of people, those who love, are trying to help a hand to you. So whenever the place you are in your career, please try to help each other. As I said, with the time limitation, I'm not going to talk a lot, but this is one of the important life lessons, which is have a bigger purpose in your life. According to Forbes, in 2001, the world had 2,755 billionaires out of 6.9 billion people. It is just a handful. believe me, those are the people going to change the world. They're changing the world, they're changing our life according to their own agenda, the way they want. They are very creative. Have you ever heard the vision of Walt Disney? The vision of Walt Disney is to entertain, inform, and inspire people around the globe through the power of unparalleled storytelling. Once, Walt Disney said, "My purpose of life is to make people happy." See how big it is. They never talk about money. They have a bigger purpose beyond themselves to serve to the people. And again, we all know Elon Musk. Now he's trying to do the transportation. Sometimes we might be hesitant to go to Kandy from Colombo, but Elon Musk, he's trying to do the transportation from planet to the Mars. See the purposes, the big purposes. Likewise, have big purposes in your life. Beyond yourself, beyond making money, to do something for the people, to do something for the country, the planet, the world where we are living. And at last, I'm going to tell you, you are the creator and then you are the creation. So be wise when you're creating yourself and your story. Thank you.
සොලවති නලවතුරෙන් සැනහෙන දරුවෝ ගොයම් නැටුමකට දැය කැටිලෙලවති කුඹුරක් ඇස නොගැටුණු දරුවෝ පැතිරෙනවා සඳලු තලෙන් මැස මානවිකාවන් තාලෙට ඉඟ සුඟ නටවනවා අම්මීරෝ මල්මරු ජහස්සයු හස්සන්දල්ලා තුරුකල් කොහල්හු මලකල්ලි හැල්ලා ගණනින් මුත්කලා කළ තඹල පල්ලා පැරයැදි ගැස් නදුම් අසුල් කොම්බාලා
ගම සුවඳ කරන් පිපුනා කිනි හිරිය මලි විස්තර දුටු වද බඹරුනි පිපිලා දොඹ මුතු කැකුලි තිස්සෙම ගම සුවඳ කරන් පිපුනා කිනි හිරිය මලි විස්තර දුටු වද බඹරුනි පිපිලා දොඹ මුතු කැකුලි
අසරා බැල්ම හෙලා මගේ හිතට කොඳුරනවා
ගන්මරි දැක්ක ගමන් මල්වාරම් කියවෙනවා
මල් පිපි නතු තොල් වලින් කෑ ගසායිල්ලට ජාතියේ නිදාන රන්තුවන් කරනු කොයි
බෑකන්ද කපාවින් කඩු කම්මියෙන් බෙදා මේරන ඉනේස ගසා දමනා කඩුව බිම දමව් කඩුව බිම දමව්
සැටලෙන සේල චෛත්‍ය වෙහෙරට අඹතලාව මිරිස වැටිය පයා කිරිය නම් වෙහෙරට
ආරුවන් වැලිය තෝපාරාමය වෙහෙරට අටමස්ථානේ හිටියත් ඉන්න දෙවි මල් යහනට
විලිඳුනවන්නට වන් පිරිත් පැන් වඩති සිරිමා බෝපත් සෙලවි එත් සිහිලෙන් සුවය දෙති දහසක් දෙව් බඹුන් නෙතින තුන්තිස් පෑතනි රකිති සඳහිරු දෙපසින් නවදිව කල්පයකට ආයු දෙති
කල්පයකට ආයු දෙති සපුව තුළ වැල්ල දෙවුල නැතේ දසගිලි යකිනේ කවද උදරනාමි කටිය දෙවි කුලද කලවද දනේ
Ladies and gentlemen, Chandana Vikramasinghe dancing group, they just never fail to keep us amazed during the whole session today. Shall we all give a good round of applause to them, ladies and gentlemen? And also, I would like to ask you to give another round of applause to none other than Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara for that wonderful address. Thank you so much for that address. And now we're ready to move forward with the awards ceremony. This is the International Masters of Business Administration and Masters in Business Administration and Master of Education Students Awards Ceremony. And I would like to request and invite Mr. Richard Jordan once again to the stage for the awarding of the students, and also accompanied by Mr. Colin Pereira, Executive Chairman of London Education Board, Ms. Reva Krishnan, Chief Operating Officer, London Examination Board, and Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara, Executive Dean, AIBT Campus. Shall we all give the presentation party a good round of applause? Starting off with Master of Business Administration, awarded by Brittany University and Verne University. Dasanta Niroshan Hittatiya Gamage. Don Mohan Susanta Samaravira. Gamunu Prabhat Mahavitaranage. Shall we maintain a good round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, because all of them are going to applaud you as well when you come on stage. Kaluruan Chaturanga Hevagamage. Muhammad Hassan Hifni Muhammad Sajed. Pradeep Pushpakumara Malika Badalge. Sudatsiri Kumara Pallimulla Kapugamage. Dulakshi Nirosha Kaluarachi. Handarugamage Don Nimshita Ferdinandez Yapa. Mohammad Farhan Mohammad Anwar. Muhammadu Hassan Aisha Azima. Samit Dayan Premaratna Udavattagedara. Vatsala Chaturani Ranasingha. Disanayaka Mudian Selage Indika Bandara Disanayaka. Asanka Ekanayaka Mudian Selage. Tejan Pramodita Jaivira. Chandra Bandara Joysingha Mudyanse Lage. Hettiarachige Sujiva Apuhami. Mahesh Fonseca. Master of Business Administration awarded by Brittany University and Bonn University. RHM Roshan Anuruddha Udangamua. RM Dinushi Pamoda Kumari Ratnaika. Nona Rizna Halaldeen. Dona Ajitani Valmilla. Sudhira Najit Madanayaka. Tuan Nazrik Mohammed. Duwage Nuan Damit Alvis Vanigasekara. Kuruvitarachige Sulakshana Ravishan. Chaminda Sajiva Marasingha. Mangalatissa Malimarachi. Amila Buddhika Mahakumbura Veerakon Mudyanselage. Samira Buddhika Bandara Liana Denia Arachilage. Janaka Lasanta Veerasekara. Jaisingha Arachige Viveka Supuni Jaisingha. Sasanka Tilina Srimal Vikramasingha Sayakara Gedara. Aruni Vatsala Dunuvila. Chaminda Veraka Bandara Herat Mudyanselage. Indika Herat. Mahesh Dedigamua. Sunil Attanayaka. Amila Milinda Vijayasekara. Rahula Bandara Gaspe. Taraka Karunatilaka. Sarath Ranavira Amunugama Gedara Ranavila Mudyanselage. Sanjula Abesingha. Tisanti Dilhara Vijaytissa Paranagamage. Jute Rumesh Fernandapulle. ලක්ෂිත හසිත් සපුගහ වත්තගේ නානායක්කාර එම් සසිත් මන්තිල WH සුජීව සඳරුවන් ජාගොඩගේ දනාජ ටර්ලින් ඩිසිල්වා මාලවැන්න හේවගේ සුරාජ් මදුසංක ගුණවර්ධන රත්නායක මුදියන්සේලාගේ දිනේෂ් ප්‍රියන්ත රත්නායක රුවන් වෙල්ලිගේදර සුපුන් මදුසංක සෙනවිරත්න ගෝතම අතුල පෙරේරා හේවගේ ප්‍රීනි ඉෂාරා විතාරණ නාලක පෙරේරා Herat Tilan Premises Galek Arshad Hafeel Tushara Savitri Sumanadasa With that, we are now moving in to award the Master of Education of Brittany University and UCAM University students. Diya Totuwa Vithanage Indika Nishan. Fatima Fazna Fauzal Amir. Shanika Hasanti Mavil Mada. Randima Jaimini Jayawardana. Srilindra Udyani Munasingha. Tushari Pushpakumari Paranagedara Bandaralage. Gihani Kasunika Ekanaka Mudianselage Godamune. Lasanti Chaturika Varshavitanage. En Ekanaka Mudianselage Ruantika Lakmali Senaviratna. Rajaguru Mudiyanse Lage Purnima Mutumali. Varuni Kaushalya Ruan Bandara Rupasingha Ratnayaka Mudiyanse Lage. Diana Anthony. Vadige Ruini Suwanti Premaratna. Navoda Aishani Surya Rachi. Ayesha Tilini Vikramasinghe. Godage Anushka Sahindi de Silva. Madhushani Himani Uduwara Rachi. Manuel Dura Malisha Nisansala Pereira. Mohotantrige Dona Ganga Kumari. Sugandhika Lakjivani Fernando. Totagamuwe Vidanage Pamita Vajramali Pereira. Vishnu Kulage and Deepika Madhushani Padidilan. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving in to award the International Master of Business Administration awarded by Horizons University. Starting off with Dinuk Shehan Fernando Hikaruage. Nalinda Dialves. Hebron Krishant Kumar Lamb. Kalum Geetendra Samaratunga. Prageet Kaushalya Senanayaka. Samantha Buddhika Ranavaka. Pradeep Sudarshan Nitya Mangalamurthy. Shivanka Tilakaratna. A reminder for a great applause, ladies and gentlemen. Leslie Lasantha Jeevaka Edirivira. රත්නායක මුදියන්සේලාගේ සාලිය උදේශ ජයතිලක. Chaminda Ruan Pereira. Vijay Khun Mudiyanselage Jalia Vijay Khun. Kasun Suranda Bandara Samara Divakara. Lagnesh Manoj Ramadas. Kasun Chanaka Bandara Dhanapala. Charita Lakmal Edirisingha Arachi. Shanaka Duminda Samaradivakara. Supun Sasmita Vijay Surya. Duminda Koswata Koswatage. Singamani Muhandiram Gayan Kosala Aberatna. Telikada Palliya Guruge Indika Guruge. Imesh Aslika Boghavata. Joysekara Mudiyanselage Kalana Bandara Joysekara. Mahavaduge Mahesha Madhumali Pereira. Prince Dilhan Densil Kalutotage. Samindi Rosara and Motha. Varushadura Devmini Kavya de Silva. Thank you so much. Thank you to the presentation party. Till next time. And ladies and gentlemen, shall we all give a good round of applause to all the award winners of MBA, International MBA and Master of Education programs. Congratulations. Thank you to the presentation party. We would now like to move back to an entertainment act by none other than Chandana Dancing Group. Ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much to the Chandana Vikram Singha dancing group. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause. Thank you, thank you. With that, it's now time to hear a few words from none other than our chief guest this morning. And I would like to introduce him as such. Richard Jordan is a chartered surveyor and a lawyer with over 30 years' experience in higher education. And his past 20 years have been spent in developing and managing international partnerships, and in particular in transnational education. During this time, Richard has identified and developed partnerships between Birmingham City University and educational institutions in China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, India, UAE, USA, and Nepal. Richard originally qualified in real estate with a BSc in real estate management, but subsequently went on to obtain 2 law degrees, an LLB and MA Law for the built environment. He has substantial experience in teaching various areas of law related to the surveying disciplines at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels, and has had considerable involvement in managing approval panels for a diverse range of academic programs, both within the UK and internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to none other than our chief guest, Richard Jordan. The podium is yours.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm a little overwhelmed. So many people have been thanking me today, but really I think the thanks should come from me. It's such a privilege to be invited to such a wonderful event. So to start really again by thanking Dr. Mohan and everyone that's been involved with organising this event. Friends, esteemed colleagues, graduates, families, and especially from me, the dancers. The dancers were absolutely wonderful. Now, I will also keep this brief, and all of you in this room have had something in common, and that is you've all heard too many speeches. In all through your academic career, you've had to listen to lectures and seminars and speeches. I'm sitting there and I have the same problem that you will have had in the various presentations you've had to give. You're waiting and people are presenting, and then all of a sudden you realize they've said everything that you want to say. Mohan, I think, must have read my speech because everything he said I was going to say. And so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what can I say that's different? And I'm reminded of my first ever visit to Colombo. I walked out of the hotel, and within a few yards, I could see someone, we call it making a beeline, hurrying towards me to engage me in conversation. And he said, "Hello, sir, where are you from?" And I said, "Hello, I'm from England." And he said, "Do you like cricket?" And I said, "Yes, it's my favourite sport." And he said, "Thank you, sir," and wandered off. And so I'm sitting there and thinking, I know, everything else has been said. I'll talk about cricket. And I'm suddenly struck by the thought that this is a week of celebration, not only for you as highly successful students and now graduates, but also a week of celebration for the Sri Lankan cricket team, having achieved the status, and with apologies to my friend in the front row, of the #1 team in Asia. How did they do that? Well, they came together and they exhibited and demonstrated the qualities that is necessary to achieve success. And do you know what? Those same qualities, which are generic qualities, they're generic skills, are exactly the same qualities that you have obtained in your success in achieving your awards today. It's not that certificate in the blue case that you've really achieved, and Mohan mentioned this. It's the qualities, it's the skills, it's all of the characteristics that you've obtained in your success. And it's those skills and qualities that you are going to have to demonstrate from here on in doing whatever you need to do in order to be successful and in order to make a difference and change. And of course, we know Sri Lanka needs that now. Other parts of the world need it as well. But what we're witnessing here this morning are people who are now qualified to make a difference, and that's you. Looking at everyone seated here today, I can't help but remember my first ever graduation ceremony, and I have attended over 100 now. But my first one was as a student, aged something like 22, and I'd done my A-levels. I lived at home, and I went off to university to study a BSc in estate management because I wanted to qualify as a chartered surveyor. I wanted to go into professional practice and practice surveying. So I went to my local university and undertook a professionally accredited degree because I wanted to become recognised by my professional body, which is the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors. So off I went. I lived at home. I was a full-time student. My fees were paid for me. I also received a maintenance grant. I was probably as well off then as I've ever been in my life. I was a full-time student. I went into university every day, 9 o'clock, left at 5. I was comfortable, I was happy. It was easy. Or rather, it was easy in comparison to the lives of the students I've witnessed in the work that I do in transnational education over the last 10 years. And I've seen students like you in China. I've seen students like you in Hong Kong, in Singapore, in Vietnam, in Nepal. And I've seen thousands of students over the last 6 or 7 years in the partnerships that I've helped to develop in Colombo and elsewhere in Sri Lanka. And I know what it's like. I very much doubt that any of you had the kind of comfortable experience that I enjoyed when I was a full-time student living at home. I don't know you personally, but I know from experience you will have had enormous difficulties and challenges. You'll have had to borrow money. You'll have had to scrape money to invest in your careers. You'll have had to look after family. You'll have had to study at times when you don't want to study. And in doing that and overcoming all of those complete and utter obstacles, as we heard earlier, that's the measure of your success today. So really, in concluding, this is an event for AIBT, of course it is, and its respective partners. It's an event for your parents, it's an event for your families, but most of all, it's an event for you and to recognise and attribute all of the success that you've gained in meeting those obstacles. So, congratulations, and as colleagues before me have said, keep learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Richard Jordan, and it is our pleasure to have you here within your busy schedules today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to hear a few words from the chairman of AIBT campus. He is none other than John Kerr. As he was unable to attend personally to this event, he did not forget to send his wishes to all of you graduates. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing him a little bit. He is the CEO of Edexcel Foundation, the leading UK's largest awarding body. And John Kerr is an educational inspirator providing educational consultancy across the globe. And let's now have a look at the video of him.
Well, greetings. I'm John Kerr, Chairman of AIBT, and I'm very happy today to share this day with you, because today is the happiest day for you all. I know that you're all COVID veterans, and veterans of Zoom too. So much went online. So congratulations to one and all, teachers, administrators, parents, and the amazing class of 2022. Before I start, I would like to particularly thank all the teachers for all their support through these difficult times. We've done it. All the demanding work has finally paid off, and you're all ready to take the next big step in life beyond college. I was lucky enough to be chosen to speak today to you and reflect on our collective journey in this institution. And if I were to think of one word to describe this journey, it would be this: unprecedented. Your qualification is your unprecedented diamond. That is precious. That is for you to show to your parents. But I would say that friendship is more important. Friendship is more priceless. Friendship stays in your heart and will warm you whenever you are, whenever you're down over the next 5 or 6 decades. But you, the class of 2022, have achieved a great deal right in the middle of the worst pandemic, the worst ever environment. Because you've made it here at AIBT in Sri Lanka, you can make it the future anywhere you go. No mountains, they say, is high enough. Be confident and believe in yourself. It may take 10, 20 or 30 years for your life to grow to mature into a tree you can be proud of, a tree your children and your grandchildren can feel proud of. But lose no patience and believe that your daily steps, however small, shall make a giant stride. That is the only way to grow to a strong tree for life. It's not an easy task, I know that, but worth a try. You will in no doubt face many challenges ahead in your life that will be difficult to tackle. But when you do, you will just call your friends, the members of the class of 2022. You in turn will get calls from your classmates seeking your advice and help. That is how AIBT lives on and on throughout your life. AIBT itself has achieved remarkable achievements in this year and can take great comfort from seeing this first cohort of graduates. It will surely prosper as an institution going forward in Sri Lanka. I have absolutely no doubt that you will hold this campus dear throughout your life, because here you have your home away from home. So congratulations once again. It's a day of commencement, the first day of the rest of your life. So unprecedented is defined as never done or known before. And I'm sure all of you have heard this word countless times over the last year. But here my intention is to connect this world with all of you. You are an unprecedented class, a graduating class that has done something never known before. You've had a roller coaster of a ride from quarantines to distance learning. All of this has been unprecedented, never seen before in the history of education. But living in such unprecedented times has made us cherish the small yet important aspects in life. We have formed relationships with the people we love, people we care about, people that went on this journey along with us. We have learned how to foster relationships through these tough times, quite literally finding the meaning beyond the saying, through thick and thin, at a much younger age than other generations. We were thrown into this thunderstorm of uncertainty and irregularities throughout the year, but we fought through it in ways we could never have imagined. Learning from these experiences, I'm sure all of us will remember the families of friends that looked out for each other at every step of the way. If there's one sentiment I want you to take away from this speech, it is this: you're all capable of taking on any obstacle that may lie ahead in your life in any country in the world at any time of the year. You've all faced a challenging experience that has never happened before, and you overcame it. You made it worthwhile, something I would call unprecedented. I want to acknowledge the achievements of our brilliant students who have made both the institution and their parents proud. This event is held to recognise the talents who have made such immense contribution to our school and the society. These brilliant students exhibit such qualities that will not only help them in achieving their goals, but also bring glorious success to our institution. Today we have gathered here not just to celebrate the achievements of our students, but also give due regard to our values and morals which these awardees exemplify, like discipline, compassion and a zeal for learning. Our institution has always provided its students with a healthy, competitive environment to help them grow in every sphere of activity, be it academic or any other extracurricular role. We have given equal opportunities to all our students so that they may realise their true potential and get ready to face the outer world once they complete their school studies. And I'm very pleased to see our dear students performing and excelling in their respective areas of interest. You will never truly know yourself or the strength of your relationships until both have been tested by adversity. Such knowledge is a true gift. I would like to leave you with 3 thoughts, 3 ideas to take forward on your fresh start to life. First quote is this: do not be reckless with other people's hearts. Do not put up with people who are reckless with yours. Secondly, the problems of this earth are man-made. Therefore, they can be solved by man. And man can be as big as he wants to be. And third quote, whatever you do in life, avoid mediocrity. Mediocrity is your enemy. In the end, I would like to use this wonderful opportunity to thank our CEO, Vice Chair, Directors and all the staff for taking this institution to new heights and creating a distinct path for the students to follow. I'd also like to extend special thanks to all the parents for joining us here this evening and making this occasion such an enormous success. Thank you.
Shall we all give a better round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, even though he's not here with us? He's part of all of this. Today is day 1 of the rest of your life, is a great message that I took out of his speech. And now we are getting ready to move into the next set of awards this morning. It's afternoon already, pardon. And it is the Postgraduate Diploma Student Awarding. And to award the students, I would now like to invite Mr. Richard Jordan, Chief Guest, back on stage position, and also Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara, Executive Dean, AIBT Campus, accompanied by Ms. Samindi Kulatunga, Director, Marketing. Shall we give them a good round of applause? Diploma in Business and Marketing Strategy, awarded by Ediqual. Liyanagama Kanka Namge Somita Upula Kumara Liyanagama. IG Ishanta Kumara Appala Thotua. Evangeline Pravina Arunachalam. Let's maintain a good round of applause because, you know, they applauded for you. Now you applaud for them as well. Crystalline Anita Ramesh. Postgraduate Diploma in Business and Marketing Strategy. Daryl Vaz. Lakshit Mohan. Fazam Mohammed. Nadia Mohajirin. Devaraj Punithan. Hasindu Prashant Vikramatunga. Branevan Jayakumar. Ravindu Chaturanga. Mahamalimige Moksha Prodach Aponso. Demalatiu Lakshan Gunatilaka. Edriman Narachige Hasid Madushan. Tanuja Abekoen. Danushka Karunatilaka. Dean Roshan Ranasinghe. Kumudu Surangi Samarasekara. Malan Menakin Ekanayaka. Abdul Jabbar Arshad Atiz. HADJK Vindana. Heva Babarandage Nuandamika. Genomi Keuneman. KW Samita Yasaswin De Silva. Sundaraj Nidarshika. Gobinath Indralaban. Pettangahavatta Patiranage Naveen Tharaka Patirana. With that, we are now moving in to award the postgraduate diploma in business management awarded by Ediqual. Nipuni Vidyangani Gunasekara. Udari Krisheni Rodrigo. Alaska Dihari Veeraratna. Dayalini Dharmalingam. Sashika Udana Nilmal Bandara. Shashini Ramisha Jaitunga. Upendra Jayasri Vijayasekara. Nilumi Nadeshani. Rashinda Dilshan Perez. Vinosha Viveka Botejo. Piumi Manesha Enas. Mrs. Junaidin Shanaz. Iresha Vidana Patirana. Nilmini Malkanti Abesekara. Veerabaddana Disanayaka Binosha Dilrukshi. Nilmini Malkanti. Thank you so much. Shall we all give a good round of applause to all the postgraduate diploma holders, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Thank you to the presentation party. Thank you so much. With that, we have one more set of special awards to be given this afternoon, which we will continue soon after this entertainment. From none other than Chandana Vikramasinghe. Please put your hands together. Enjoy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, shall we have a good round of applause? And thank you to Chandana Vikramasinghe Dancing Group for entertaining all of us and for that very energetic act today. And now we're moving into the special awards this afternoon. These are the special awards of the AIBT Campus Graduation Ceremony 2022. And to award these, let me now invite back on stage Mr. Richard Jordan, Chief Guest, accompanied by Dr. Mohan Pathirana, Vice Chairman, AIBT Campus, and also Mrs. Lakshika Pathirana, Director, AIBT Campus, to take your position to present the awards. Shall we have a good round of applause? Starting the special awards, I would like to start with Master of Business Administration, awarded by Brittany University and Verne University. Special award for the best result for endpoint assessment, ladies and gentlemen. The special award winner is Samira Buddhika Bandara Liandenia Arachilage. He's winning the special award of Master of Business Administration, awarded by Brittany University and Verne University. Special award for best result for endpoint assessment, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause. Congratulations, Samira. And next, the special award for Master of Education, awarded by Brittany University and UCAM University, awarded for best results. Mohotantrike Dona Ganga Kumari. Shall we keep on applauding, ladies and gentlemen? These are the students who have taken that extra mile to win that special award today. Master of Education for best results, awarded by Brittany University and UCAM University. Congratulations, Ganga Kumari. And next, the final special award for the afternoon. International Master of Business Administration, awarded by Horizons University for best results. The award winner is Samantha Buddhika Ranawaka. Congratulations, Samantha, for getting the best results for International Master of Business Administration, awarded by Horizons University. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Shall we all put another round of applause for all the special award winners? Congratulations for going that extra mile, and thank you to the presentation party. Thank you, Mr. Richard, Dr. Mohan, and Mrs. Lakshika Pathirana. Thank you so much. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the latter part of the ceremony. We are done with the award ceremony, but we should also appreciate the presence of our dignitaries, the chief guests, and the special invitees. So now, to appreciate them with a token of appreciation, first of all, I would like to invite Nilushi Vijay Ratna, Assistant Manager Academic, to give away a token of appreciation to our chief guest, Mr. Richard Jordan. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard Jordan. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being in Sri Lanka, and thank you so much for attending this as a chief guest today. Next, I would like to invite Suresh Kure, Director of Finance of AIBT Campus, to give away a token of appreciation to none other than the Executive Chairman of London Examinations Board, Mr. Colin Pereira. Thank you so much, Mr. Colin Pereira, for joining with us amidst busy schedules and sharing your insights with the students as well. Thank you so much for being here. And next, I would like to invite Pavitran Yogarajan, Manager IT, to give away a token of appreciation to the Chief Operating Officer of London Examinations Board, Ms. Reva Krishnan. Thank you so much, Ms. Reva Krishnan, for joining with us today. It's our pleasure to have you. And next, I invite Zuhayo Shams, Senior Manager Marketing, to give away a special token of appreciation to Director MBIEN UK, Mr. Satish Sharma. Thank you so much. I invite Mr. Satish Sharma on stage to accept the token of appreciation. And thank you so much, Mr. Satish Sharma, for joining with us today for this great graduation ceremony of AIBT Campus. A good round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And as we now have come to the end of the ceremony, it's now time to invite Chief Executive Officer AIBT Campus, Varuna Vikramasinghe, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Ashinsani. Good afternoon, distinguished guests whose presence I would like to recognize. Mr. Richard Jordan, the chief guest today, guest of honors, Mr. Colin Felix and Mrs. Reva Krishnan, Vice Chairman of AIBT Campus, Dr. Mohan Patirana, Professor Gunapal Nanayakar, Dr. Sumedha Veerasekara, Executive Dean, Directors of AIBT Campus, Mrs. Lakshika Patirana, Mr. Shanuka Dias, Mr. Kanchana Veerasinghe, Mrs. Samidini Kulatunga, and Mr. Suresh Kure, members and staff of AIBT Campus, stakeholders, Mr. Satish Sharma from MBIE in UK, and of course my fellow graduates and their families. May I simply say all protocols observed. It is a great privilege and pleasure to stand here to deliver a vote of thanks. I'd also like to extend my thanks to everyone for coming and for making this event significant and memorable, including those attending virtually. This occasion is special in many ways. It is special because more than 150 graduates have had honors today as conferred on them respectively on the first AIBT graduation. It is a well-known fact of life that the evidence of hard work is the result of that work. Today is a day of revelation. Yes, the revealing of our hard work to the world. A big congratulations to my fellow graduates for this momentous achievement. To my fellow graduates for this momentous achievement, and hard work is evident today. It is often said that gratitude is the attitude that takes you to your altitude. And so on behalf of the graduates, those here present or joining us virtually could not make it to be with us today. I take this opportunity to thank all of you for the help you have rendered us over the years. Allow me begin by thanking our chief guest and guest of honors who have come from UK especially for this graduation, for accepting to grace this day with their presence. Thank you for your very insightful speeches. We also extend our gratitude to those who have supported us in practical ways behind the scenes, from mentors, lecturing staff, our ever supportive and tireless families, and not forgetting the program management and the support staff at AIBT Campus. Over the years, we have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated, dedicated, and qualified lecturers. With their wealth of knowledge and experience, They have given us deep-rooted foundation in various fields of study. They have nurtured talent of which we perhaps had lost sight or didn't even know we possessed. They have stimulated us to think more critically and at the same time to act more compassionately. For this, we owe them a huge debt of gratitude. Distinguished guests, it has been a mental marathon, but here we are today standing right on the finish line, even as praise ourselves for more achievements to come. Today is a day when we have a sense of fulfillment. Our achievements have been recognized and we celebrate this significant milestone in our lives. If you all believe in the phrase, knowledge is power and ignorance is slavery, then today we stand here together as a proud cohort of friends with that power. This power has been earned, although many of us have destroyed stationery, shed tears of frustration, and lost our cool. But this power has been earned through a thirst for knowledge and a desire for understanding. This power is not the power to control or boast about how much we know. It is the power to think and to make a difference. I look forward to more and more students from AIBT campus graduating and making it big in the professional world. Distinguished guests, an event of such magnitude does not come together overnight. The wheels have to start rolling months in advance. It requires meticulous planning and execution with an eye of detail. We know that we cannot thank everyone enough of their involvement and the willingness they have shown to take on the task beyond their comfort zones. We want you to know that we are deeply appreciative of your support. Finally, I appreciate having had this moment. It's been such a great honor. We were not held by the hand. We were not pampered. We endured. Here together we endured. And now we have emerged. We have emerged better, freed and more passionate than when we had begun. We have emerged as the persons we were meant to be. We have emerged whole and complete, undoubtedly by the support, trust, and blessing of all of you. And for this, I say, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Varuna. And with that, as I mark the end of the AIBT Campus Graduation Ceremony 2022, I do have a few announcements for you to keep in mind. That is, refreshments are available right outside in the foyer area, so you may have your refreshments before you leave. And also, I request all the graduates to take your individual photographs between the time frame of 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the Cinema Lounge at BMICH. And also, you all know you all have a graduation ball tonight, so hope to see you all at the AIBT graduation ball at the Clubhouse Havelock City by 7 p.m. tonight. And with that, I would like to request all the graduates to stand up. Just like the chairman said, today is the day one of the rest of your life. So, congratulations to all of you and all the very best for all your future endeavors. Now, shall we all have 3 hearty cheers to all of you for winning this game? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Congratulations once again. Shall we have a good round of applause? This is AIBT Campus Graduation Ceremony 2022. With that, I would now like to invite all of you to rise to sing the national anthem, and soon after the national anthem, you may remain seated until the dignitaries make their way out. After that, you may leave the hall. Thank you so much for being a lovely audience. Have a good afternoon and get home safe. Please rise for the national anthem.
Surani api soma Baby